Hey guys, Bushcraft 412. Want to talk about the Kershaw Brawler. Just picked this one up for about $22 through Amazon. Got it as a part of their free shipping program. They got me again. And have been playing around with this knife since Monday. And just kind of wanted to share my initial review of this blade. So, Kershaw Brawler. Let's do the stats first. And the basic information on the knife. We have a 3¼ inch blade made of 8CR13 MOV steel. It's, as you can see, a Tonto edge with a black powder coating. The handles are the fiberglass reinforced nylon, or FRN. It has a spring-assisted blade with the flipper and thumb stud. It has steel liners, liner lock, and the belt clip is able to be positioned in all four corners of the blade, so you can carry it in tip up or tip down, right and left-handed. So that is the basics. So now let's get into the what we see on this knife here. Here's a close look at the blade, and from the appearance of this, it looks like there is a little bit of a hollow grind on this bevel here, which is kind of nice. Don't know if it'll show up on camera, but I do enjoy it. We have jimping on the back of the blade and the liners. We have a nice texture. I actually like the texture on this FRN handle quite a bit. It's good grip to it. Really like it. Overall, the knife feels very good in the hand. Very good grip. You got that good positive, grip on the jimping. The flipper turns into a bit of a finger choil. It's about perfect size for my hand. I have kind of probably medium-sized hands, so if you had really big hands, this might be a little small for you, but overall fits pretty good. I like the angle. It's got that nice angle to it as you hold it, so it doesn't kind of ride like that. You have that nice, for thrusting. So there that is, and let's give you a closer look at these holes, so you can adjust the belt clip. My only complaint about the knife is the belt clip is very short, so it does tend to ride a little bit funny in the pocket when you're carrying it. But other than that, no complaints whatsoever. You can see the operation here. Very good lockup on it. It comes to a very positive click. Done this probably a couple hundred times now, and it's still knife is nice and tight, locks up perfect every time, no wiggle whatsoever in the blade, closes very easily. The liner locks are very appreciable. They're thick, they're not thin, nothing to worry about. One of the things I'm not sure what the purpose of it is there is a little bit of a textured backing in there in between the liners. Not sure what that's for, but aside from that little bit, it's actually an open pillar construction, so if you have to clean it, it'll actually be real easy to clean. The blade is centered very well in the knife. No complaints with the quality control on this whatsoever. So let's talk about the use of this knife, what people would typically use this kind of thing for. We'll discuss the blade steel a little bit, and then we'll get you out of here in a quick, tidy little video. I think this is a kind of a medium-sized EDC knife, and for most people, that's going to be their use for it. I don't know if this would be something tough enough that you're going to want to bring into combat and trust your life for, but for regular EDC, it seems to be a great little blade. It came very sharp out of the box, sharp enough to shave hair. So no complaints with that, and it's held its edge perfectly over the past 3 days that I've been using it, and I've been trying to use it for every little thing I can, guys, so it's gotten quite a bit of use over 3 days. A lot of competition in the $20 to $30 market range for EDC knives, and Kershaw is, of course, one of the big value leaders. They're selling a lot of great knives in the $15 to $30 range. Comparable knife would be, the Spyderco Tenacious, most of the Kershaws. There's a couple, like CRKTs that are in the same price range. So there's a lot of competition, but there's very few knives in the competition that are Tonto edge and also spring assisted in that low 20 range using the 8CR13 MOV steel. Of course, you can pick up an M-Tech or a Smith & Wesson for 10-15 bucks that are spring assisted, but you're not going to get the quality of the 8CR13 MOV steel. So leading into that, I'm a huge fan of the steel. It's used, you know, the Spyderco Tenacious, the Enlon knives, Kershaw knives. I think a couple of CRKT knives use it. Very popular. It's a Chinese stainless steel, and from what I hear, it's on par with 440C, AUS 8, you know, kind of those decent, you know, all-around good stainless steels. It, from my experience, I've never had any issues with it whatsoever. It holds a pretty decent edge, sharpens easily. It's kind of a good middle ground steel. I have zero complaints with it, and most people, you don't hear a lot of complaints with it for the money, because it is, at least in my opinion, the best of the inexpensive steels. You know, 440C and ACR13 MOV, I feel are the best of the inexpensive. You know, then you move up into AUS 8 and all that from there. So the steel, very good for the price. You know, use, of course, you're going to be using this for EDC. This is not going to be something for combat. This knife will probably last, you know, as long as you need it to. And you know, unless you're using it heavy use daily, I don't foresee this being a knife that will wear out or break on you. So I think for the money, 22 bucks, you're not gonna feel ripped off buying this knife at all in this price range. You get up into the $30 price range, yeah, you might, you know, it wouldn't be worth that. But in this 20 to 25 range, this is really fits in well with the competition. So great for an EDC, daily carry. I mean, this is something you could also bring, you know, backpacking, camping. You know, I wouldn't use this thing hard use, you know, camping, you know, hard use camp knife. I don't know if it would hold up after, you know, years of hard use on wood and things like that. But that's the same with any other Kershaw or any other, you know, folding knife like that. They're just not going to hold up for years and years and years. If you really need them to be hard use, you're probably better off going with something that's a little beefier than this. So, with that said, good knife, good feel in the hand, good lockup, blade sharp out of the box. One of the better value steels in the market. Great thing, you know, it's, you know, the knife will never be massively popular because there is so much competition in that price range. And, you know, and the Spyderco Tenacious is such a great value at that, in that range, that it does tend to overshadow these smaller $20 and $25 knives. So, you know, probably won't get a fair shake, but overall, I really like it as a knife. It feels great in the hand. You know, it carries a little bit funny in the pocket, but other than that, really enjoyable for a small 3¼ inch Tonto blade. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Bushcraft 412 with the Kershaw Brawler.